Hi, great to have your company and Happy New Year. Thank you for coming and joining me on my channel. I've had a fantastic Christmas. It's been very chilled, very relaxed, and I've been away from my craft desk for quite some time actually. So it's actually quite nice to actually come into my craft room. I've been given it a good old sort out today, sorting out calendars, rearranging my room a bit and making it tidy. I thought one of these days I'd really like to actually do a room tour, a craft of my craft room. I was thinking I won't tidy it up. I will just do it, off the cuff, and I will do a video of my room as it is. And I was thinking, no, I won't. I want to tidy it up. So I have spent today tidying and sorting, and it's just nice to have the time to do it rather than trying to fit it into your week when you're working, got other responsibilities. It's just so nice to tidy up a bit. So I can see people joining me live, which is fantastic. So thank you so much. Do a before and after video, says Vicky. That's a good idea, but it's too late because I've been rearranging things, and I don't know if you can notice any difference in the background, but still got washing and so forth up. But some people just like to see other people's space, how things are organised, and I don't have that kind of room where I buy storage to fit my crafts. It's the other way around. It's kind of, I've got the craft and I've got to fit it into my storage. That's the way I work. So I'm going to show you a few crafty bits that I got for Christmas, and I'm going to show you just a few things I've been working with very quickly with the new painted poppies, which is coming out. It's gone live today. So I'm just going to quickly scroll back and read any comments I've missed. Hi Esther, your talent. Love watching you and what you're coming up with. Thank you, Donna. Thank you. I presume this is the first time you're catching me live, so welcome. Hi to Bev and Vicky and Linda and Sheila and Deborah. Have I missed anyone? Do say hello, especially if this is your first time watching or if you are regular. My space looks small, but I've actually looked, I'm going to reach out my arm, and I'm not even reaching anything behind me. So I've got about 3 arm spaces behind that. I think it's a little bit deceiving with the camera, and everything's mirror image as well. So it can be very deceiving. So while Ruth, my sister, was on live just now, I was doing some cards, which I'll show you in a minute. Oh, welcome, Donna. Special welcome. Hi there, Tina. Hi, Brenda. My craft space is my living room, so I spent the last days reorganising so I could open the front door to people. That's so funny, Deborah. Okay, let me just turn the camera around, and then I'm going to point you towards my desk, and then you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so for a while now, I mean, those of you who probably watch me regularly will probably know that I struggle with maths and with my 8ths and my 16th, but I've really got to grips with it, and I'm really getting there with it, and I tend to use inches more than I do centimeters now, actually. So I'm just going to call up my other comments so it helps me to catch. There we go. That's fine. Hi, Janice. Great to see you. Good morning, Jackie. Oh, good. I love painted poppies, says Linda. So I'll come to that in a sec. I've got 3 lots to show you, and then I know that Ruth wants to come back on. So I'm just going to move this aside just for a quick sec. I'm going to keep you hanging with the painted poppies, I think. So I was talking about 8ths and 16ths. Now, I finally got one of these amazing rulers for Christmas, which was off my Amazon list. Deborah says 8ths and 16ths can be headaches. Well, once you understand it, I mean, I would like to say a maths dyslexic, but I'm not. Once you get to grips with it, it's great. But this ruler, look, it's got all the details on it. It tells, so I could measure something, and I could tell you that it was 6 and 13/16 if I wanted to, or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So it's great. My only criticism is it's got very, very sharp edges on this metal, and the points are very sharp. So ideal for measuring your 8ths and 16ths, but watch your sharp edges. Another thing I had on my list is some just basic paintbrushes. You want that? Where did you get that ruler? It's just off Amazon. It's off Amazon. Yeah, paintbrushes. I've got aqua brushes, but I use a lot of watercolouring in my Bible journaling. So I just wanted some basic brushes to get some different brush strokes if I was working with watercolour and things. So my husband got me some paintbrushes. These are on my list. and some of these pens as well, silver, gold and white, again for my journaling. Hi there, Janice. Although, unfortunately, the gold has leaked out and it's not working properly, but I've got the white and silver to play with. Now, the other thing I had on my list, and I did a top tip about this before I even got one of this, and it's one of these amazing kind of industrial pieces of kit, which I think is normally used for holding tools, but I really wanted one to have on my desk for my loose dies, so that when you're using dies and you know they get lost and you kind of you know, you might put them down or leave them somewhere. I wanted somewhere, look, it's already clinging, to be able to chuck my dies and know that they're safe in there and I can just put them away in my own time. So I'm really pleased about that. I'm really pleased about using those. Deborah says those pens are really nice. They also come in red. Ah, cool. Yeah, so some really useful artsy craftsy bits of Christmas. Now, before Christmas, I kind of treated myself to a bit of a Christmas present, namely the mini trimmer, which I'll talk about in a minute. So the next thing I want to quickly show you was, while I was, like I said, when I was watching Ruth, I was doing some cards. Part of my sorting out, I tend to have this box here that I got on stage. Things get chucked in here after my lives and after I do my YouTubes, and they don't get, things don't get stuck together, and they end up piling, if you can see this pile next to me, piling up here and just like not actually getting stuck down. So that's not even my scrap drawer. My scrap drawer's here, which that'll be another day to sort. But when you actually get them stuck down, I'm like, why did I just stick this down before? And I think for my resolution, and what I'm going to do is actually start giving, you know, try and be organised and giving the cards that I made. I like to make cards for people's birthdays, very like specifically to them a lot of the time. Yeah, card fronts do accumulate. And so I thought, actually, you know, with some of these cards I've already put together today, I was like, I've got people in mind already that I can give to. So here's one where I did like a resist with our fine tip glue pen, and it was almost was like a batik look to it. But look at that on the what colour is that? Coastal Cabana. I just think it just really sets it off. And I've got a friend in mind for this. She loves oranges and purples, and every year I try and make her an orange purple card. I thought I won't this year, but then seeing all these colours, I thought, yeah, she can have that card. That's sorted. And I just mounted this on a little bit of black and Melamambo. And, you know, once the cards are mounted, yeah, they look, I don't know, just really professional, more professional than just card fronts sitting loose like this, not looking like anything much at all. But once you get sticking, I think those pandas have lost their way. They're supposed to go with that. Anyway, so I just quickly wanted to show you these cards that I did this ages ago and I've not stuck it together, but you know, that's great. That's ready to go to give to somebody. So this I did in my one of my classes, which is, and I had a smudge, so I was like, right, just sort it out. So I've stuck a couple of butterflies over the smudge and put a happy birthday sentiment. Got space on the back to write. Obviously you can stick some card on the back to write, but again, I'm going to give that to my auntie. Now, this little dear little elephant, I made this bow ages and ages ago, one of my first ever YouTubes. And this was a one sheet wonder, which I kept sticking down and I hadn't trimmed it down. And I went to stick it again and I was like, oh, look, I can match them up. And, you know, something that's now retired and that I had in my stash, put it with something that's now current. And I've made this cute little elephant tropical card. I love it. I think it's so cute. Some of you might remember me playing with Very Versailles, finally stuck that together. Here's an experiment I was playing with at Christmas with some kind of stained glass window effect. And again, it's just a card that I hadn't put together. And, you know, this was one that I did in one of my classes as an alternative, quick and easy Christmas card showing off that lovely So Many Stars stamp set. So, you know, I'm feeling very kind of determined, very new, very fresh to get on with stuff this year. So, you know, that's a good stash of cards ready to go. Okay, let's move on. So, painted poppies. I had a quick play with painted poppies, and I thought, I know what, when I send out my catalogues, which I'm afraid I have not done yet, but I will do. Those of you who are waiting for catalogues from me, don't despair. It is definitely on my to-do list. It's just a matter of me being organised with it and writing up the cards and getting them in the post. So just bear with on that one. I decided I was going to use early espresso. A lot of people might use black with painted poppies, but I thought early espresso is a nice colour that's not too dark, not as dark as black and as stark as black. And I knew I had some early espresso card to use. So I got out my Stamparatus, and I've actually mounted the poppies on blocks, although you can obviously put this onto your Stamparatus. So for those of you who don't know what this piece of kit is, it's a stamp positioning tool. So you put your piece of card in first, and then you lay your stamps where you might want to stamp them. So I'm just going to put that there, for example. Excuse me. And then you lay the window on top, and that will cling and pick up your stamp. And that's just showing you how it's done. So I've done 2 windows. And these can obviously turn around, so you can definitely have your poppies on the other side if you want to. I think I just did them separately because I did. I'm just going to find a strip of card for my poppies, which I'll need to cut out in a bit. So this poppy set, as I said, is available now. You can get it on my online shop, or you can ask for a catalogue. I can send it to you. You can see all the other lovely goodies. I'll be doing a class with painted poppies, painted poppies in February. So if you're local and want to do that class, you can free class with that. So you could, I've got all the details, I just need to get them printed out and sorted. So it means you get this stamp set, and I'll do a class with it to show you what else you can do with this stamp set. So it means, because these are all in place, I can take this out, stick another piece of card in, and I can just reprint exactly the same image again on another piece of card. So this is just some Whisper White cardstock. Okay, I'm going to now stamp some poppies in the same colour. So this is Early Espresso, which is like a dark brown colour. And I'm going to cut these out using the matching dies. Which I thought I was being organised, but I managed to cut out my leaves, but nothing else. Okay, should we cut those out now? Could cut them out afterwards. Deborah says she got her catalogues yesterday. Woo, woo, woo. Have I missed any comments? No, okay, cool. Right, just give me a second. I'm just going to whiz this through the machine as fast as one can. As you can say, espresso. So many people say espresso. Yeah, I have learnt. It's taken me. I think I thought it was espresso. I'm one of these people who, although I do say funny words in the, I say muesli instead of muesli, and which makes my husband, he thinks it's very funny. So I say muesli because I think that's the way I was brought up, to have muesli. And I think I used to say Jerusalem rather than Jerusalem. Sorry, I'm having issues over here with my... Cooperate, please. We're doing a live. Why are you being funny for? I'm just talking to the cutter. It's always typical, isn't it? You just want to cut something out quickly. And oh, I tell you what else I got. Oh, look, it's moved again. Sorry, folks. I need the hold music on. Dee, 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 dee. Right, here we go. Let's roll this through. I did also get, which I forgot, these lovely spanking blue plates, look, for my cutter. Just because I fancied blue ones. Okie dokes, here we are. Your kids eat misgetti and pisgetti. My son used to say bisgetti, and I can't even pronounce it. Yeah, got two boys, 14 and 9 at the moment. Yeah, he used to say bisgetti, and I'm thinking, how on earth do you pronounce that? So shall we use, just because these happen to be on the top, I'm going to use lovely lipstick, and I've stuck to the pastel colours so far, but I'm going to, do you know what, I'm a bit alternative sometimes. So when I do baby cards, they're not always blue and pink, sometimes they're alternative colours. And I've not done these poppies. This is like a pinky, this is a pinky red, this is not red. When I've done these poppies, I've not done them in red yet at all. I'm almost avoiding red because anyone can do red. And I want to prove that in a different colour they can look really different. So to colour these in, I'm using alcohol markers, which are by Stampin' Up, and they're called Stampin' Blends. You might notice I'm going over the same spot, and that's just to blend in the colour. So lay down the darker shade first, and by using this brush tip here you can get quick coverage. The other side is more of like a felt tip coverage. So I'm not going to the ends, I like to leave a bit of white just to give it a more artsy kind of, well, it's the look I'm going for. Poppies are from yellows to oranges to reds. Let me show you what colours I've done from these poppies. You can get poppies in all sorts of colours. Okay, I'm going to be using my piercing mat and the multi-purpose liquid glue. Oh, I've forgotten to colour paint in some more. 1 second, let's just do this quickly. I'm going to go down the middle and just do the forgot about these poppies. Now when you do the stems, this is where you want to use your felt tip end, so it's handy having both tips to be able to use. You haven't seen a blue one. Did I do a bluey one? Yes, I did. In fact, I love the blue one. I will show you once I've quickly coloured this in. The blue against the, I'm going to use the other side, the blue against the, I don't know if they exist, but I was going to say that I've made a card with the blue. I think you can get, maybe, can you get like a pastel blue poppy? I don't know. Yeah, Vicky means in real life I'm talking about my cards. So once you've done your colouring in, I'm using the end of my Tombow glue. I'm going to press it into the centre of the poppies, and look what that does for the poppy. Look at that. It gives it this really cool 3D effect without hardly having to do anything. I'm going to leave this one flat, but thanks to Ruth, she's got me into bending my leaves and foliage. So I'm just going to grab my long tweezers and I'm just going to bend these in the middle to create a shape. Bend that in the middle. And then, quite simply, I'm going to stick these down. So you can, because I've bent them, I'm just going to stick one side, glue one side, and I'm going to stick it in the gap of the leaves here. You can get purple poppies. Pam says she had some growing in her garden years ago. Lovely. Oopsie days, it went on the other side, but never mind. I'm going to bring this one round here. Yeah. Okay, let's find some. Oh, running out of big dimensionals on my desk. Never mind, we'll just use what we got. So with this flatter poppy, I'm going to stick it in the background. Just position it. And then with this other one, we're going to stick a bit of a dimensional in the middle. And stick it there. Don't forget to mount it straight away. I'm going to try and make sure I do that. Whoops. Hey, there we go. You can see the mess on my desk. I love this. I'm not often a stamper or a simple card maker, but the great thing about knocking out a design like this is you can recreate it and have it in loads of different colours. So there's our lovely lips. I was going to say Poppy Parade then. That's lovely lipstick. This is in Flirty Flamingo. This is Soft Seafoam. This is Highland Heather. And Say Hello to Balmy Blue, which I think is one of my favourites because I love the blue and the brown combination. Thank you for your lovely comments. I'm so glad that you like those. And look, wouldn't those make a lovely set of notelets? Once you've got it all set up with your Stamparatus, you can knock them out. So you guys get a sneaky peeky of all my cards. I'm just trying to bend this one a bit more to make it more 3D. So they do flatten out a little bit, but you can just do that. And just by sticking down one side of the leaf, hopefully you'll get one of the other sides just still sticking up. Okay, before I go, just another card to show you. So that's Poppy Parade, and that comes with the matching die sets. There is a whole complete suite with that set. So these are called painted label dies, and obviously the leaves aren't in there, but there we go. Ruth says, I'm so casing this in my class. Oh, thank you, Ruth. So I think I'll probably do that in my class in February also. Okay, talking about stamping blends. Janice is going to do it too. I should copyright it, shouldn't I? Get a bit of money. Right, so at the moment, if you sign up with me for just £99, you can get yourself a trimmer, a whole pack of these samples 6x6 papers. I think it was a stamp set of your choice. Where's all my catalogues gone? Let's have a look. You get loads of stuff. Now's the time to join, honestly. Where's the details? Is it in the other one? Here we go. For £99, you get £130 worth of product, plus a new trimmer, which is this one, the 6x6 paper samplers, a choice of your stamp set, and business supplies, but that's all with free shipping. Yeah, you get a stamp set as well as all this. This little trimmer has been fantastic tonight when I've been just cutting down those bits and pieces. It's been amazing. So, some of you know that the lovely golf paper wasn't my favourite necessarily in this pack. This is the golf paper. But look, the other side is great because it's got lots of tartans and plaids. And look, I've gone and mixed it up. I did sort out my paper. It's got some great designs on the other side. Anyway, so I was playing with colouring in poppies and colouring them in with the blends. And, oh, tartans, says Janice. Can you tell she's Scottish? Deborah says she's going to have a tough time choosing a stamp set. Oh, choose one and then just buy another one. So I had, look, with the stamping blends, you can get all sorts of colours. And I thought another resolution of mine is to actually get on and use DSP. I'm a bit terrible with paper. It does tend to, sit there and not get used. So I thought I must chop it and actually start using it. So on the other side, I love this kind of grey colour here. I was playing with the poppies, coming up with the design. And I thought, right, I'm going to stick it together. It's been sitting on my desk for a while. And I'm going to get on and trim it. If you've got a long if I want to cut it to this size of this card, you just use your card as a template, feed it into the trimmer. So the end of the metal here is obviously your cutting bit. Hi Gayleen, great to have your company. I know that you comment on my videos, don't you? So welcome. And you can just use it as a template to chop off the bit that you don't want. Linda, you only have 2 blends. How can you survive? Yes, you can make tartan poppies, says Janice. So my idea was to use this lovely big nesting die here. Do you know what I'm going to stick? If I start laying down and taking it off all again, I'm just going to get it sticking. Said Linda. I know. So I collect mine 2 by 2. I'm still collecting. So yeah, I got a few initially. I just need to trim a teeny tiny bit off. I got a few, and then I try and add some to my order each time I order, if I can spare the money. Now let's see. I might stick this up on dimensionals. So then I thought, oh, I could have these like just cascading and making a nice flower arrangement, because they were nice and bright and colourful. Okay, I've got a few boo-boos. So when we come to arrange these, I'm just going to cover up my boo-boos. The die cut that one off. So we're just going to cover that up. Like so. A couple of smaller poppies. I think I've got 2 duplicates here. There we go. That's fine. I'm going to just get these stuck down. Get the awkward one stuck down first, shall we? Oh, that's a good tip. A lady after my own heart there. Yes, get the most expensive one free, you know. If it's free, you might as well, you know. I think that's what I did when I got mine. I was like, which one's the most expensive one? Definitely. Oh, I'm going off screen here. Because it's still free. I don't think there's not many limitations on what you can get, if any. I might just swing that round to hide that little boo-boo there. And remember, you know, there's always time to buy some more in the future, so don't be too hard on yourself. Now I feel the need for something else now. Let's just get this stuck down. Just can't choose a celebration. Oh yes, you are limited to not choosing a celebration or host set, but you've only got the whole annual catalogue to choose from. Something useful, like I think a sentiment set or like an alphabet set or something that's going to be, or even that, I'll tell you what's on my list is that set with the numbers. I think that would be quite handy. I do feel the need for a bit of thread or something. Now, because I've rearranged my drawers, you've got to bear with me while I find what I... Now, I don't think this silver thread is in the catalogue, is it? But because I've got it, I'm going to use it. And I might just put a bit in the background. And if I could do a big bit. Go a bit crazy with the silver thread. Get a glue dot. Other colours are available. Oops, I missed the end. Never mind. Come on. Oh, it is current. Why did I think silver wasn't current? Is it gold? Oh, goody. I don't know. I thought it wasn't current. Now I want this to go there and there, so I'm going to stick it there. Did you catch that? Thank you. Gold is retired. Our friend Silver is still with us. I don't know. I had it in my head it was silver. That's good to know. I'm just going to spread out these loops a little bit. And then use the trusty ends of your... Oh, look, here's some I made earlier. Trusty ends of your dimensionals. These are like the ends of the strips here, which are still sticky, can be used for your projects. So I'm going to lay these down. Maybe put something up the middle. So it's 2. There we go. It's all right, nobody gets to see the back of the card, so it doesn't matter. It's what the front looks like. Oh, my nails are super short. They didn't last the Christmas season, so I've had to chop them back. There, and that just lifts that up from the... Oh, I like that. Look at that. It's so colourful, and with the kind of neutral background of the grey, and believe it or not, that's that Golf DSP. Sorry, I'm just trying to wind up my system. So yeah, I'll be definitely using some more. DSP stands for Designer Series Paper. I think sometimes us demos say it automatically and people don't know what it is. It's just a fancy name for the scrapbook paper that we sell at Stampin' Up. So if you're interested in your very own catalogue and you want to see more of where these lovely poppy stamps came from, what else is on offer, because with every £45 spend, either from, do I have one to hand? Come on. From this catalogue or our main catalogue, you get to choose something out of this catalogue for free. Okay. So thank you so much for watching. I'm glad that I could come on, have the opportunity to see you guys and be able to show you my cards and what I've been making. And yeah, that's what I've been doing with that. So I will be back hopefully next week. I'll be back on Facebook. Pardon me, I had a burp. Excuse me. And on YouTube. Whoop. Did I press it? Okay, I'm all right. So my plan for this year is to go on Facebook at 8:30 on a Tuesday and then come straight over to YouTube when I'm finished on Facebook. That's my plan. So we shall see. Janice likes the lovely lipstick vest. So I started with the pastel colours, but I'm quite liking that nice brighter shade. So these are the pastels. Janice likes this one. It's a nice combination, isn't it? With a bright pink colour. So thank you so much for joining me. Please do press that subscribe button. It means that you get to see my videos. If you press the bell, it means you'll get notifications of when I come on live or when a new video is posted. So over to Ruth. Ruth, my sister, and my upline is about to come back on. I feel like I'm a newsreader the way that my arms are crossed. And great to catch you all. I hope you have a really happy new year. I hope you've had an amazing Christmas, and I'll catch you again very soon. So goodbye and thank you. Ruth, are you there? Are you there, Ruth? I think she's going to come back on and do another video. So take care everyone, and good night, God bless, and hopefully catch you again soon. Bye bye. Give me a moment while I press the X. You've got to press it quite hard for it to disappear, so bye. Again, just checking I've not missed out any comments. Bye.